Today's experiment is called TikTok, a case study in the collective dysfunction. Unfortunately, I spent the last week observing this platform. Research requires sacrifice, and the findings were predictable. Social media was not built for connection. It was built to prove that we cannot handle it. Modern individuals no longer live, they document. Every breakfast, every mirror check, every banal movement becomes evidence they existed. They call this authenticity. It isn't. It's performance without purpose. Rehearsed sincerity for anonymous consumers. They seek validation from strangers who will forget them within seconds. They mistake attention for affection, engagement for empathy, metrics for meaning. The platform exploits this vulnerability systematically. It creates perpetual inadequacy while offering temporary relief. It keeps them performing, keeps them comparing, and keeps them returning. It's psychological manipulation on an industrial scale, ingenious in design, disturbing in execution. Let me demonstrate. As demonstrated, this isn't morning routine. This is a theatrical production. Observe the composition, strategic lighting, calculated angles, positioned props, nothing accidental, everything curated. She's not making coffee, she's staging coffee. For you, the spectator, she claims doesn't matter while optimizing every frame for your consumption. The irony escapes her. She documents to prove she exists. The documentation becomes the purpose. And she's not unique. Thousands replicate this pattern, identical, all convinced they're exceptional. The algorithm rewards conformity while selling individuality. Psychologically, this is a textbook example of narcissism masked as self-care.
I have overthought every single social interaction I have ever had, and even the ones I haven't. I'm a people pleaser by trade, you see. Like J. Alfred Prufrock, do I dare to eat a peach? There's no time, here they come, or maybe not. Should I go say hi? If I do, I'll think I said too much, and if I don't, they'll think I'm a jerk, conceited, or aloof. But I don't want to bother anyone. If they wanted to say hi, they'd come to me. The last thing I want is to waste their precious time with small talk. No, there are so many more important people to see. I'm the last on the list, it can't be me. Oh well, the moment is gone. There they go right out the door. I'll get them next time. Or I won't. Yeah, I probably won't.
I'll admit something rare. I have a soft spot for poetry. The written disease of the over-aware. It's the only honesty people still stomach. One is camouflaged in rhyme and dressed as art instead of affliction. They parade their anguish in stanzas now, lacquered with filters and underscored by sentimental piano loops. The audience applauds and calls it brave. This isn't bravery. It's exhibitionism with a tragic soundtrack. So allow me to contribute to the noise. A poem of my own. I call it A Requiem for Confession in the Age of Content. Confession used to happen in a small room. Now it happens in front of a ring light. Once upon a time, guilt was private. Now it trends overnight. Validation wears compassion's skin, but it's applause that fills the air. And applause can't hold you. It only reminds you someone's there. At least when the church sold indulgences, they named it what it was, a transaction. Now the internet sells healing in a curated interaction. The modern pulpit glows, the synod edits their sin, trading guilt for filters and lighting that flatters the skin. Pain performs better when cropped to the frame, symmetrical sorrow with hashtags for fame. Anything honest is swallowed too fast. Truth doesn't trend, it dies when it lasts. Authenticity ruins the rhythm they crave, so they polish their trauma and call it brave. And that concludes the poem. The rhyme ends here. Unfortunately, my opinions do not. This isn't a critique on the poet, it's about the stage. The algorithm doesn't nurture confession, it monetizes it. Every breakdown becomes branding. Every tear gets a conversion rate. Therapy asks for honesty. The feed asks for engagement. Those are not the same commandments. So we rehearse sadness. We package despair. We sell our private lives in digestible clips, tiny crucifixions for public consumption. This isn't healing. It's theater. And the onlookers are generous. They double tap your suffering. They mean well, I suppose. Just remember, confession used to save souls. Now it boosts engagement.
I'm starting to smell it again. Oh my.
I'm not too late, am I, Sergeant? I mean, Mr. F. Gah! Literally the fifth time I called someone Sergeant this week. The Academy. It's getting to me. I gotta stay strong. Stay level.
Please sit down.
Sorry. What page are we on?
I'm pretty sure we're on page.
Sit up straight and answer me, cadet. You wouldn't last 5 seconds in the academy with that fucking slowness. Bravo, Alpha Charlie. I'm in math class right now. What do you need to say? Oh my God! Literally get up comms right
Kyle,
now.
be quiet.
Mister, I'm literally communicating. Give me a sec, Charlie. I'm literally communicating to my fucking platoon. Maintaining the sovereignty of this country is more important than fucking math class right now.
What's that smell?
So let me do what I need to do to keep you safe. Ugh.
What I just witnessed can only be described as secondhand humiliation in its purest form. A young man somewhere between delusion and theatrics performing military valor for spectators that reward irony with a validation. TikTok does not invent this pathology, it cultivates it, like mildew flourishing in a climate of attention. It does not fracture people, it furnishes their fractures with lighting, captions, and a comment section. Why does everyone on this platform appear in desperate need of therapy? Because therapy demands introspection, and this rewards exhibition. Because they have commodified their insecurities and outsourced their self-worth to strangers. Because they've confused visibility with intimacy and applause with affection. They are not living, they are curating existence, refining themselves into consumable archetypes for an audience that neither comprehends nor cares. The platform knows this. It does not exploit pain, it industrializes it. It systematizes vulnerability into a marketable despair, and they participate willingly, insistently, and devoutly. This is not a malfunction of design, it is the design. A human being is not a channel. A wound is not a brand. If you feel witnessed by millions yet unseen in your own kitchen, you do not need engagement. You require silence. But then again, this is merely my observation. This has been educational. I'm Winston, and yes, I will unfortunately return to review more of this in the future. Consider it a public service. Subscribe if you insist on watching the downfall in real time.